Someone close to your heart has been carrying a weight they can never seem to put down. Every time they see you, every time your name appears on their phone, every quiet moment alone, the same truth echoes through their mind. They have been rehearsing words that refuse to stay silent anymore. This person has been trapped between two worlds, the safety of keeping their feelings hidden and the terrifying beauty of finally letting you in. They have spent countless nights weighing what it means to speak versus what it costs to stay quiet. Something has shifted. The internal debate that once kept them paralyzed has finally reached a conclusion. Their head and heart, once at war with each other, have made peace. They have arrived at a decision that feels both inevitable and monumental. This might be someone who has built walls around themselves, someone who has been single by choice, guarding their heart like a fortress. But you have done something they never expected. You have made them want to tear down those walls brick by brick. Opening up to you means stepping out of the familiar territory of independence and into the unknown landscape of partnership. It means transforming from someone who operates alone into someone who is willing to say, we are together, we are exclusive, we are building something real. They are taking the deepest breath of their life right now, preparing to speak words that have been trapped inside for far too long. This is not something they want to hide behind a text message or an email. They need you to see their face, to hear the tremor in their voice, to witness the vulnerability in their eyes. What's up, guys? Welcome to Twinflame Tarot Psychic. My name is Leo. Let's go deeper into today's reading. This person wants to meet you in person, to look into your eyes as they share what has been building inside their chest. For some of you, where distance creates obstacles, or where the connection is still finding its footing, they might reach for a phone call, a video chat, something where you can see each other even if you cannot touch. They need more than words on a screen. They need you to read the seriousness etched into their expression, to feel the energy pouring through their voice, to understand that what they are about to say carries the full weight of everything they have been holding back. This is not someone who opens up easily. Emotions do not flow freely from their lips. They have spent considerable time searching for the right words, arranging and rearranging sentences in their mind like puzzle pieces that never quite fit together perfectly. Even knowing they will eventually have this conversation face to face or voice to voice, they have scripted it out. They have practiced in front of mirrors, watching their own reflection as they try to embody the courage they want to feel. They have rehearsed in front of friends, testing different versions of their confession, seeking that elusive combination of words that captures the enormity of what lives inside them. There have been multiple drafts of this declaration, each one attempting to articulate feelings that seem to expand beyond language itself. Finally, they have either found what they believe is the right approach, or they have surrendered to the reality that no amount of preparation will make this easy. Some part of them has accepted that they might just need to wing it, to trust that when they drop into their heart space and speak from that raw, unfiltered place, the truth will emerge in whatever form it needs to take. For many of you, this moment represents the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. This is not just a small step but a leap into entirely new territory. For someone who struggles to verbalize emotions, the act of saying, "This is what I feel, this is what I want, this is what you do to me," represents a monumental shift in how they show up in the relationship. They are not interested in this being a one-time event, a single moment of vulnerability that quickly gets buried again under layers of guardedness. They want this openness to become woven into the fabric of your ongoing connection. Even if they cannot express everything all at once, even if the words come out imperfectly or incompletely, they are committed to walking this path with you at a pace that feels manageable while still meeting the emotional needs you have expressed. They recognize that you need to hear certain things, that you need reassurance and clarity to keep your heart open and invested in what you are building together. This person is placing tremendous pressure on themselves. They want to be not just what you need or what you want, but a better version of who they have been. They are working to become someone who does not let fear of rejection silence their truth, someone who does not allow the discomfort of vulnerability to keep them trapped behind walls. Someone who refuses to let the anxiety of inviting another person into their emotional inner world prevent them from experiencing real intimacy. You have already shown this person on both tangible and intangible levels that it is safe to be themselves with you. Whether they show up messy or polished, struggling or confident, you have offered understanding and empathy. You have connected with them on multiple levels, and there may even be shared fears between you, common wounds around vulnerability and the risk of getting hurt in love. They see this parallel and it inspires them to want to lead both of you beyond those limitations. Even though fear exists, even though the risk feels real, they want to take your hand and refuse to let go. They want to walk through that fear together, to be the first one to take the brave step so that you both can experience a new landscape, a new horizon where feelings are no longer bottled up and hidden away. They are done with suggesting and hinting, finished with dancing around the intensity of what you make them feel. They want to create a new season in your connection where emotional honesty becomes the foundation of everything you build. The card showing that they are hiding their true feelings confirms. This is an act of tremendous bravery on their part. Speaking out loud what has lived only in the privacy of their thoughts represents a crossing of a threshold they have been standing at for quite some time. They have had this conversation with you 100 times in their imagination. There might even be a telepathic connection between you, waves of love and romantic intensity emanating from them that you have been picking up on. You might have found yourself thinking that it feels like they have something important to tell you, that they seem ready to take things to the next level, but then when you are actually together they keep things surface level, never quite arriving at the point. This pattern might have left you questioning yourself, wondering if you are reading too much into the situation, if you are projecting your own hopes onto them, trying to decipher what is actually happening beneath the surface. They are aware of your need to know, just as they are acutely aware of their own need and desire to express what they have been carrying. In their mind they have perfected this moment. They have envisioned every possible way it could unfold between you. But when the actual moment arrives, when it comes time to speak, to look you in the eye, to take your hand and share the truth that has gone unnamed for so long, that is where they falter. That is the mountain they want to climb with you. They hope you will be patient with them as they navigate this, as they allow the words to tumble out in whatever messy form they take. Part of them wants everything to be perfectly articulated, but another part recognizes that the imperfection might be exactly what makes it real. This is not about delivering a polished speech, but about letting you witness the raw truth of what has been growing inside them. This is not a feeling that appeared overnight, or if it did, that was a long time ago, and it has only intensified since then. What started as a spark has become a fire. What began as a whisper has grown into something that demands to be heard. The feeling has multiplied, deepened, become rich and textured and impossible to ignore. It represents a wealth inside them that exists because of you and because of this connection. And they have reached the point where keeping it to themselves feels like a denial of something sacred. It is meant to be shared, held between both of you as a living truth that shapes how you move forward together. Get ready to witness a romantic side of this person that you may not have fully seen before. Even if the words come out with some stuttering or struggle, even if they have difficulty expressing themselves with the eloquence they wish they possessed, the effort itself will communicate volumes. You will feel energetically so much more than what they manage to articulate verbally. They are bringing all of their faculties online for this moment. Everything in them is aligned around the single purpose of telling you this truth, of pushing your connection forward into this new level of intimacy and commitment. They hope you will hear the words themselves, but more than that, they hope you will read the deeper meaning, not by jumping to conclusions, but by recognizing that words alone cannot contain the intensity of what they are feeling and what they need you to know. This person carries a hopefulness that is almost tangible. Their voice might actually shake when they speak. There might be a physical trembling that accompanies their confession. This is not because the feelings are casual or fleeting, but precisely because they are not. These are not accidental emotions that have wandered into their life temporarily. This person has been clutching this truth close to their chest, and the act of releasing it, of giving it to you so that you can move forward with this knowledge openly shared between you, represents one of the most significant moments of their emotional life. The card indicating they have never felt this way before confirms that you have cracked open their heart in a way no one else has managed. You have awakened them to a level of romantic potential that surpasses even the deepest love they have previously known. What they feel for you now, this truth that has been silently germinating and blooming in the darkness of everything left unspoken, has reached an intensity that almost frightens them with its power. As they contemplate speaking these words out loud, making this knowing something you hold openly between you, something the world can witness rather than a secret kept in shadows, they begin to think about what comes next. For some of you, this might include wanting to make your relationship public, wanting to post about you on social media, wanting friends and family to know that this is real and official and important. They do not want to hide what you mean to them. They will tell anyone who wants to listen, and even people who would rather not hear about it. Once this truth is spoken, once it exists in the open air between you, they start looking toward the future with a kind of awe. What happens next week, next month, next year, next decade? They are thinking in expansive terms, considering the long arc of what this connection might become. You are opening their mind to possibilities they had not allowed themselves to fully imagine before. This could be the love they have been waiting for their entire life. This feels like a rite of passage, a transformative moment for both of them and for you. The experiences you have shared up to this point, the way they have honored their own process, by not rushing, by waiting until they felt genuinely ready rather than just saying what they thought you wanted to hear. All of it has led to this place of inner comfort. They have relaxed into these feelings, accepted them, embraced them. Now they have reached the stage where you need to know. They need you to know that this is their truth, that they accept it fully, that they are excited about it completely, and they want you to be armed with this knowledge too. This disclosure is not meant to be an ending but a beginning. The first step in a brand new direction where you are moving together toward letting go of past regrets, past mistakes, past relationships that left you unfulfilled. You are creating magic in the present moment. You are experiencing something that feels right for who you each are now, something aligned with your authentic selves. They feel hopeful about what the future holds, not just in terms of what else they can tell you or express to you, but in terms of new feelings and new experiences you can have together romantically. There are possibilities ahead that exist outside the realm of their current imagination, and they know this because you have already activated something within them that goes beyond the deepest love stories they have witnessed or lived. They want to capture this moment, to speak it into existence so it does not remain locked away inside, so you can move past dancing around it and get down to the actual business of loving each other, in the way you have each always dreamed of being loved. The card about reuniting soon suggests a joining of hearts and minds, possibly even a past life connection, where this conversation feels both brand new and ancient at the same time. At a soul level, it might feel like you have spoken these words before, reached this place of inevitability in another lifetime, another incarnation. Here you are again in this moment, in this timeline, standing at the threshold of what comes next. They believe beautiful things will unfold from no longer holding these words inside. Whatever the future contains, there is a sense of having come full circle, of answering a call of destiny, of listening to the call of their own heart. They are following their intuition, their mind, everything inside them that says take this step forward, speak this truth even if your voice shakes while you do it. This feels like love to them. This feels like what all those closed doors in the past were preparing them for. Every heartbreak they had to recover from, every wall they built, every moment of cynicism or hopelessness, somehow led them here. You represent that single grain of hope that refused to die. You are the chance they took, or perhaps the person who entered their life regardless of how much they tried to fight it. Now here you both are, and they feel ready for whatever the future holds. This is someone who has surrendered to their feelings for you. It feels right, it feels beautiful, it feels almost fated, like they were born to love you. Part of their purpose in this lifetime was finding you, experiencing your chaotic and beautiful journey together, becoming who they have each evolved into through this connection, drawing inspiration from the growth you have catalyzed in each other. They want to take your hand and never let go. They want to open their heart and invite you inside. They want to pour from themselves into your cup, and they do not want this to be a single occurrence. The timing feels right. They feel ready, the signs feel aligned. It seems like the universe itself is conspiring in your favor in this particular moment, and they simply cannot hold this inside any longer. The knowing that you are soulmates adds another layer to this. Destiny is at play here. Logic cannot explain everything about this connection. There is something pushing them toward opening up, toward being honest in a deeply organic way. This might be someone who typically prides themselves on certainty, on having every angle figured out, on controlling the narrative of their life. That tendency might have previously kept them away from the risk of love, from the vulnerability of opening up emotionally. Because once you dive into that river, there is no controlling where it takes you. You just have to ride it wherever it leads. You and this connection have pulled them in. They have dipped their toe in the water with you before. They have stood on the shoreline, waded in the shallows. Now they are ready to take the full plunge. Whatever the future holds, they feel confident you can face it together. They believe they will be wealthier, safer, more peaceful, happier, more authentically themselves while riding this experience with you. You balance them and challenge them simultaneously. You lift them up while also reflecting everything inside themselves they have failed to accept and love about who they are. Seeing themselves through your eyes has been transformative. They feel inspired even by the way you have expressed your feelings or held your own truth. You have given them space, given them the floor, essentially said, "Show me, tell me, make me a believer." They are ready to do exactly that. They want to take your relationship to the next level. This big conversation has been a long time coming. They are ready now. They do not want to miss this opportunity. It feels as right and as comfortable as it is ever going to feel. Some of you might sense this in the air, feel the anticipation building, wonder if something significant is about to happen. Some of you might even worry this could be a breakup conversation, that they are pulling away. They are taking that possibility into consideration too. They do not want you to get the wrong impression, to brace for heartbreak or disappointment.
Yes.
They are not preparing to let you down. They are preparing to pour their heart out, and while they are terrified, they have to do it. It feels right. They do not want to lose you. They do not want to miss out on what you could build together. They do not want to keep you in the dark any longer or make you wonder where you stand. They love you. They have fallen in love with you. They are falling in love with you. They have always been in love with you. What they feel extends beyond all previous concepts of love they have known. Whatever this is between you, they are excited for what it already is and what it can become. They are excited to let you know this in a way that is clear and unmistakable. So you are both moving forward armed with this knowledge. When you look into each other's eyes, when you spend time together, when days and weeks and months keep passing, it will be from a place of lucidity and truth where feelings are no longer held back but exist openly between you. This person feels this is the right time to bring all of this into the light. You have both manifested each other to this point. They are getting ready to take that bold step, to make that clear declaration of their intentions and more specifically of their feelings. So you can consciously co-create the next chapter together. Everything they have been holding is about to be released. The dam is about to break. The words that have been rehearsed in silence are about to fill the space between you. And while they might stumble, while their voice might shake, while the delivery might not match the polished version they created in their imagination. The truth of what they feel will shine through with unmistakable clarity. This is someone choosing courage over comfort, vulnerability over safety, love over fear. They are ready to show you their heart, and they are hoping with everything in them that you will handle it with care, that you will recognize the gift they are offering, that you will step into this new chapter alongside them. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content that I put out here. Do not forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there is a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.